Welcome to 876 Networking. Today, we're happy to present Tech with Kev as he talks about Data Traveler, the Kingston USB drive Data Traveler, and all the things you need to know about thumb drive. Give it up for Tech with Kev.
I'm Kevin, and I'm here to talk technical things with you. And tonight, we're going to be discussing the Kingston Data Traveler 16 gigabyte 104 model USB 2.0. Now, before we get into the specifics of this particular data device, we need to answer a few questions as background. For instance, what exactly is a Kingston 16 gigabyte Data Traveler 104 USB 2.0 flash drive? Right, so let's start with what is a flash drive. So by now, everybody should know the flash drive, jump drive, thumb drive, USB key is that thing that you plug into the computer and it enables you to get access to information you want to move from one space to another, or maybe information that you keep stored on that flash drive and you only pull it up when you need to work on it. If you've had a child staying home during COVID working on SBA, then you know that all important flash drive is the source of many heart attacks and brain meltdowns when you can't find it or when it seems like it's not responding. So a word to the wise, a flash drive is not permanent storage. Please store your things either on the local hard drive of the computer or email it to yourself. You have been warned. When a flash drive goes, it's not pretty, and tears and eye water don't tend to move technology very well. Right. So, what is a flash drive? A USB drive, also referred to as a flash drive or memory stick, is a small portable device that plugs into a USB port on your computer. USB drives are most commonly used for storage, data backup, and transferring files between devices. Now, what does a flash drive do? A flash drive is a data storage device, meaning you can put your stuff on it. And just like you could on a computer, your stuff can be of any kind of data, any kind of media, or any kind of program that will fit in the available space on the flash drive. The term flash refers to the technology which is used to do the storage. Flash memory is basically a chip on which the data may be stored. The chip is connected to a USB plug, which is how the drive connects to the computer. So you know that thing where you try to plug a USB device into the USB port and it don't work, and then you spin it around, you try to plug it in and it don't work, and then you spin it around again, try to plug it in and it works this time? Right, that's the USB plug. USB stands for Universal Serial Bus. We'll get to that. Right, so what's the difference between USB and USB? Alright, so this Data Traveler is a 2.0 flash drive. 2.0 basically means the speed of the version you're using. So USB starts at 1.0, which is low speed, and it transfers at 1.5 megabits per second. We'll come to measurements of megabits and so on in a bit. Then there's USB 1.1, which is full speed, which is 12 megabytes per second. Then we have USB 2.0, which is this one, which goes at 480 megabytes. That's high speed. Then there's USB 3.0, which is super speed, which goes at 5 gigabytes per second. And finally, we have USB 3.1, which is super speed at 10 gigabytes per second. Now, when connecting devices with different USB versions, the data transfer rate will be limited by the slowest of the connected devices. That means if your computer has the original 1.0 USB port on the back of it, even if you plug in the fastest USB drive in the world, it is still going to transfer at the slowest rate. All right, so if you're wondering why you plug that USB drive into your bridging computer and everything fly down, but then when you're ready to put it on your machine, it's taking a year and a day, means your machine has slow USB built in, and you just have to work with it. What is 16 gigabytes? Okay, now a gigabyte is a term of measurement for digital storage. The base unit of digital storage is the bit. The plural of bit is bytes. A megabyte is 1 million bytes, and a gigabyte is 1 billion with a B bytes, roughly speaking. For easier measurement, if your favorite song is 5 minutes, it will probably take up about 5 megabytes of space. So how much is 1 gigabyte? A gigabyte is 1 billion bytes, or 1000 megabytes, or 200 songs, if each song takes up 5 megabytes of space. So in the case of this device, the Kingston Data Traveler 104 16 gigabyte, it could theoretically hold 200 times 16, which is equal to 3200 songs, or 16,000 minutes, or 266.66 hours, or 11.111 days worth of music. Now, how much it really holds depends on complicated things like compression rates or compression ratio and audio format, but we're going to keep it simple for now. Right, so what does Data Traveler mean? Kingston is the brand that makes this product, hence Kingston Data Traveler. Data Traveler is simply another brand within Kingston's list of products that it chooses to call this flash drive. And Data Traveler seems like a pretty easy way to tell you what this device is supposed to do. You put your data on it and you can travel up and down with it. Simple and it's done. So what is the Kingston brand best known for? The Kingston brand is best known for making memory products. If it stores data, Kingston probably manufactures it. They make hard drives, solid state drives, laptops, desktops, and server memory, memory cards and card readers, and of course flash drives. Now, this product is supposed to be compatible with Windows 10, Windows 8.1, Windows 8, Windows 7 Service Pack 1, Mac OS version 10, Linux version 2.6, and Chrome OS. So Chromebooks, I imagine, could use this. Alright, so what can we say we've learned now, having gone through all those things? The Kingston Data Traveler that we're looking at is not the newest technology, but it's not bad. With a transfer speed of 480 megabytes per second, you are not going to spend all day getting your stuff downloaded and uploaded and transferred. You will, however, have some problems if you're running older USB plugs on your digital devices. So if you plug this thing in, it's just going to run as slowly as your connection will allow. The hitch here is not the device itself. The hitch here is whatever device you may be connecting it to. That's one. At a cost of roughly 1,600 Jamaican dollars, that's like $100 per gigabyte. That's really not bad. It will get what you need to do done. What is the use case that we can see this device being put to? It can be used for very simple things, such as just moving your data around, having some music to use on the go. If you have USB in your car, you could put music on it. I would recommend you do that because this is a very big USB drive and you don't want to have things sticking out in a car where space is fairly limited and someone might bend or break this USB device in the USB plug of your car. This is much better suited to, say, a PC or a laptop where nobody is likely to come along and cause issues. The transfer rate is decent, as we've said. The capacity is not bad for most use cases. If you are the kind of person that routinely travels with very, very large files. Say, for instance, you're rolling with the latest Call of Duty with all the patches. This is not going to do it for you. You're going to need something that is much more massive than this, and perhaps with a higher transfer speed, since you'll be rolling with very dense files that need to fly as fast as the fastest connection will allow. But for the casual user, this is not a problem. Again, if you're a techie and you want to roll with several types of, let's say, operating systems or whole computer, what do you call it now, virtual machines, this is something that could conceivably do that for you. There are a lot of use cases where this can really be a computer in your pocket carrying everything that you have from home. So if you're, say, for instance, a Linux user, or a fairly advanced Windows user, you could use this to create images or what is it now, stripped down versions of your home operating system, and go to anywhere and just plug into a strange computer and have your familiar device come up with all of your interfaces, all of your shortcuts, etc. from home. All right, so you'd need to be a little bit more knowledgeable than the average person to make this happen, but this device would enable that. It's not terribly secure. I don't see where it has any built-in locks or security devices as such, but this could get that done for you. And if you're techie enough to do that, then you'll be techie enough to secure it. Right, so having looked this thing up and down and sideways, all that I think is left to do is to really test it to see if it really lives up to the advertised speed, if it's robust, if it takes transfer, if it reliably transfers, and if there are any unforeseen issues that may arise. But for 1,650 Jamaican dollars, a little bit of older technology, we can find something for this to do in our toolbox. So if there are any questions, leave them in the comments. I can send you the notes for this, but it's all pretty basic here. This is just another thing that we put in our bags for when we need a thing to do a thing. Alright, so this was Kevin discussing technical things. Have a good night, and always keep your computers close. Later.
Give it up once again for Tech with Kev. Please give him some support by leaving a like or a comment. And if you loved his delivery, you can subscribe for more Tech with Kev. Until next time, we're out.